I was really called to do a collective today. It may be for what's happening this weekend, possibly for some. It could be what's coming up for you over the weekend or like moving forward. But let's have a look and see what Spirit wants to bring through, because Spirit definitely wants to bring some sort of information. I do feel like I want to do like a storyline. So let's see what comes out, okay? What do you need to tell the collective for those who are watching, for those who this reading is significant and important to? There's some sort of important piece of information coming forward, I do feel. Let me shuffle these cards properly. Okay. Yeah, wow, look at that on the split tower, but it came out in the reverse. So there's something that's a tower that's going to be avoided possibly, or you're going to, you know, action something that avoids something destructive to, you know, possibly happen. And you're going to sort of like sidestep or sideswipe, I'm hearing. 5 of Cups on the split. So that could be like someone who's disappointed with some information. Someone who, I do feel you're giving some information to someone, or some information's coming into you that is going to need you to have a lot of strength, and to keep your thoughts positive, right? But somebody else, what have we got here? We've got the 4 of Swords. No, it's not. It's the 9 of Swords, but it's in the reverse. So I don't want you to worry too much, collective, about this situation. But I do want you to be aware. Spirit does want you to be aware of something that's coming in. And this is why I'm doing the reading, because a tower can be avoided for you if you heed Spirit's advice here. So we will look at the advice. Wow, look at the split Devil. Yeah, Knight of Swords, information, possibly about a masculine. It may not make you happy. It may cause you some heartbreak, but it would avoid a tower in the future. But so don't worry. There's that again, 9 of Swords in the reverse. Don't worry too much, but there is a need, like a call to action. Page of Pentacles on the split. Refocus your energy on something else, something that you can, something tangible. And also, like the 8 of Wands, is something happening quite quickly. And it's to do with, like, it could be legal, but it's to do with being fair. Like you feel it's, yeah, it's time to put the burden down. So if you're carrying a burden or someone else's burden, it's time to act here. Right, let's do a storyline. There's that 8 of Swords again. All in the upright place, Spirit. Yeah, this could have to do with a third party. And it could also involve a lot of conflict, fighting, something that's being uncovered. Look at that, the moon. Okay. Yeah. So 2 of Swords, 8 of Swords, the Hermit. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be a Virgo yourself. 3 of Cups. 5 of Wands. The 2 of Pentacles. And the Moon. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So ultimately, yeah, and the Death card and the High Priestess. Ultimately, this is big. This is really big, guys. This is super big. You intuitively being led, or something's coming to your attention, something that's hidden. She is the card of Pisces, as is the Moon, okay? She is also the keeper of secrets. Something you can now cut out, but it's going to bring you, it's ending a cycle, but it's bringing love, luck, good fortune. It's meant to happen at this time. It's meant to end. The wheel is meant to turn. And usually after something like the Wheel or the Death card, we can get an Ace of Cups, right? You've got the 6 of Wands, which is victory over difficulty, okay? And the 10 of Pentacles, nice. Now this could be to do with an Emperor, a masculine. It could be to do with a Sagittarius or Leo energy, possibly a soulmate. We've got the Justice card in the reverse. So something is being uncovered that is not fair. It's something that needs your attention. It's something that you need to see. Spirit is here with the High Priestess saying it's time to end this cycle. It's time to begin a new one. All right, Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? Let's have a look at that with the Waite Smith deck. I'm using the Morgan Greer deck. My daughter bought me this the other day. I'm super excited. And it is by, let's have a look who it's by. It is by Arthur Edward Waite, Paul Foster Case, and Arthur Edward Waite. Oh, illustrated by Bill Greer. It's just the depictions on these cards are so beautiful. Okay, let's see why the Two of Swords is here. Look at that Wheel of Fortune on the split again. So whatever's coming in, whatever difficulty that's going to arise because of this, because there is going to be some sort of conflict. We have the Five of Wands right in the middle of your spread and the Moon. Something's being uncovered. And it's going to make you feel a little imbalanced. The Two of Pentacles is like I can't take this. I've got too much. I'm juggling too much. This is too much for me. I have to prioritize and drop something. But it's also strategy, okay? Because the Two of Pentacles, he's not making any moves. He has a choice to make. It could be financial, but I'm not really feeling it, okay? Just because the Two of Pentacles is here. It just means like a decision and priorities and something needs to be dropped. Let's see why this Two of Swords is here. So the Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, wow. I think we have the Ten of Swords. I had the Ten of Swords when I was like trying to figure out what this is. And then I thought this morning before I started this reading, and then I thought, okay, I'm just going to do a reading because the collective need to know something here. Ten of Cups also. So there's lots of tens. Lots of tens. Remember the wheel is a 10 as well. Three of Swords. Okay. So with the Two of Swords, it's really important to get clear here. The Moon is also in this card depicted in the corner there. So there's 3 cards with Moon energy on. This is possibly something you don't want to see, but there's something you need to face here. You need to take that blindfold off. You need to start thinking logically. There may be emotion involved in it. You may not want to make this choice as well, but you have no choice, okay? It's like you don't want to make the choice, but you don't really have a choice. The second card, the Eight of Swords, is also, she's also wearing a blindfold. Okay, so something you haven't seen. There's something that you haven't seen before that's now coming to light. Like once you've seen it, you sort of can't unsee it, if that makes sense. Why is the Two of Swords here? Needing to make a decision, needing to take the emotion out of that decision. See it as an opportunity. See it as, and again, this is like the ending because this card is the last major arcana, right? The World. So this decision that you possibly don't want to face, but now you've seen it, you can't unsee something. So you could find a video, you could find a photograph on someone's phone. I'm not, imploring people to go look at phones and their partner's phones and stuff, but someone could literally tell you something. But it's important that you see it as Spirit stepping in here with the High Priestess and ending something that I'm hearing possibly should have been ended a long time ago, or this has been going on for a long time. Six of Wands. Like, you will have victory over this choice, over this decision. I do feel that you'll make the right one. We'll have a look in the next spread how it's going to affect the other person, because I do feel it's another person. Eight of Swords. So why is the Eight of Swords here? Queen of Pentacles, the Star. Virgo energy. So we've got some Virgo energy here. And Pisces. I feel this is something you're going to, after hearing this information, we haven't got any Knight of Swords or Page of Swords yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we did. After you hear this information, you may not want to see it. You may be very, what's the word? You may just like deny it. There's denial here. Like you don't want to see something. Okay, and we'll look at like if you do like, yeah, look at that, the Moon. You don't want to see something. There's something that you know, like intuitively, or you literally know that you've seen or heard that you don't want to face. And you're possibly thinking there's denial, or there's like, yeah, but it's got to end, guys. Something has to end, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friendship. But I do feel this is like a literal situation. Someone has been selfish. They're showing me their energy now. Someone has been confused emotionally. This could be someone else's energy too, as well as your own. I feel for you, it may be like you don't want to see it, you're denying it, but you know that, you really do know that it has to end, or something has to move on, a transition. And you know that there's so many more opportunities like coming through for you if you just face this. Or this could be someone else's energy, like denying something. Okay, could be something about another person, like a third party. We did have the Lovers on the split. Now we have the Three of Cups up here as well. They could be very defensive and like saying, you know, standing their ground and saying, no, that didn't happen. And you have a soul contract with this person. It could be a fire sign. It's really strong fire in regards to the other party involved in this situation. And there could definitely be, look at that, Three of Cups. Like there could definitely be another person involved. Like a cheating, lying, stealing, cheating energy. I haven't seen the Seven of Swords yet. And Spirit is saying to go very carefully in this situation. Try to avoid conflict. I mean, if you're going to do something, if you're going to tell someone, you know, I know about this and, you know, we have to separate, I can't cope with this, I'm seeing this and I can't unsee it now. I do feel this person was, whoever they are, the other person, apart from yourself, I think that they are a soul contract. I feel that they are a soulmate, but they're karmic. And this relationship could have been going on for a very long time. You're looking at the road ahead now, Three of Wands. You're actioning something here. You're taking this blindfold off. And I'm seeing like Queen of Swords type energy. You could also be protecting your finances as well. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Page of Pentacles. There's an avoidance, Spirit just said avoidance. So you're avoiding an inevitable truth here, or you're avoiding seeing something for what it is. That came out in the reverse as well. You're possibly like refocusing your attention and sort of like saying, oh, I'll look at that later. I know it's there and I can't unsee it, but I can't deal with it right now. I need to look at that later. Could be a Virgo. You could be a Virgo. Or the third party in this could be a Virgo. Okay, Two of Pentacles, yes, so that's come out twice now. It came out in the reverse. So Spirit is saying, you know, we're showing you this for a reason. Team, collective, we're showing you this for a reason. It's now time to end this. We're showing you, we're giving you an outie. We're giving you a way out. You will be happy. You will be successful in your life. Something does have to end. Something does have to close out. But you're going to struggle, collective, with that mental battle within. And you could like refocus your attention or say, I'll do that another time, or I'll address this another time. And Spirit's saying, no, you have to drop this now. You have to look at the priorities in your life and stop juggling someone or something that is not right for you, okay? Remember, we had that Justice card in the reverse on the split before. Okay, let's have a look at the Hermit and the Three of Cups. Why is the Hermit then? The Hermit is Virgo, but it's also like he's also redirecting his energy on his own passion. He's sort of like not wanting to see it in this, you know, he's got his head down. So he's like focusing on something else. He's got his back turned, like he's not seeing, or he's aware, but he doesn't want to look at this third party energy, okay? So why is this here? And I think that you guys are the Hermit. You guys are the Hermit. Spirit is trying to, whether you're a Virgo or not, Spirit is trying to push you in the right direction here and give you strength, right? And spiritual strength. Look at that. Spiritual strength, the Queen of Wands, the Strength card. To face this injustice. Wow. Okay. All right. Why is this here? Why is the Hermit and the Three of Cups here? And we'll look at what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. That was at the bottom of the deck before. We'll have a look at that shortly. The King of Wands in the reverse. So you're not looking at this masculine. I mean, it can be feminine, but it's very strong fire energy. You're not looking at this. You don't want to look at this. You want to keep focusing on your dreams. You know you're possibly not supposed to be around this person, with this person. You don't want to see you're denying it. You're very aware, but you're denying it because you don't want things to possibly change. And you don't want I'm hearing like the apple cart upset. Maybe you're not wanting to talk about anything to someone because you know the drama it would cause. Look at that at the bottom of the deck. My God, the devil. But you need to detach. You're not willing to make a decision right now because because you're happy. You're not willing to move forward, but you're aware. Wow, look at this third party in lover's energy. And, you know, ultimately it's not making you happy. The soul contract has ended, guys. It has ended. And it's time to, like, end it completely and not deny this anymore. Yeah, look at that. You will go through a period of healing. Of course. The moon, again, on the split. Wow. So there's something, or even a couple of things coming through here that you're going to find out that you're going to be very aware of. Spirit is really trying to help you. You know, you deserve so much better than this, collective. Whoever this person is, if this is like hitting home with you, if this is resonating, they were a karmic. It could have been like years. It could have been a 10, 20-year relationship. You've learned from that, right? You've moved forward. I feel that you've already spiritually grasped life and the fact that we are living this tarot story, this human 3D story, and that it's just going to leave you feeling like this, right? Possibly 5 of Pentacles, like, what do I do next type of energy. But Spirit wants you to be clear. Remember, we have, this is a very Mercury retrograde card, we have that in November, and I feel that November, if you act on this now and end this situation, then you're going to be able to have some sort of reprieve in the month of November to be that hermit energy, to refocus on your dreams. But there's something that really needs to happen. We will look at what does the collective need to do, though, about this. The Spirit is really, just know that you have a lot of spiritual support in this situation. King of Wands in the reverse. 2 of Cups in the reverse. Wow. Okay, more. Please, Spirit, more. Thank you. Yeah, this could have to do with someone's marriage. You could be married. There could be a third party involved. You could be the third party and know that it needs to end. Or there could even be another person. Yeah. This person, you have a soul contract with them. So this is why you don't want to see it. There may still be a lot of love. And Spirit is saying it's, you know, it's time to be seen. It's time, whatever the secret is, whatever this 7 of Swords type of thing is. And they're giving you the strength, right? I'm surprised the 7 of Swords hasn't come out. You may have thought this person was your twin flame. You may still think they are, okay? But Spirit says, no, this contract, this marriage, this relationship is over. You need to start looking forward now. They're trying to give you the clarity. It's time. Look at that. It's time you got the clarity. They're trying to give you the information so that you're able to move forward. Okay, why is the 5 of Wands here? So this is like arguments ensuing, 5 of Cups, disappointment, change. It is a 5. 5, 5 is 10, which is ending. Yeah, there's defensive energy either from the third party or you or the other, whoever's involved in this situation. This is a soul contract. Someone's being tricky with their energy as well. Someone could be trying to manipulate you. You have the Magician in the reverse there. Yeah, something has to end, guys. The Lover's in the reverse. I mean, you could be giving this information to someone. You could find something out and they say this has to end. And someone is disappointed. They're fighting with you. They don't want it to be over. They're possibly very apologetic. I'm seeing Page of Cups type of energy. But, you know, don't let them sway you. This came out in the reverse, which is the planning and preparation energy. This is like, you know, oh, remember all the good times we've had. And, like, you don't want to throw that away, do you? So, you know, that's why you're indecisive. And this could be like a slow peel of the Band-Aid coming off. You know, this person could try and manipulate. There's a lot of manipulation here. Okay, why is the 2 of Pentacles and the Moon here? the unsurety. Did I really see that? You know, am I going to believe this person? They're denying it. They're saying like it's all in my mind. Yeah, it's over. Ace of Cups. Don't put more energy, don't put any more love into this situation because it's not worthy, it's not deserving of you. Why is the Moon here? King of Cups in the reverse again. All these cards now are coming out in the reverse, and I feel it's like having to deal with the situation and how you're going to deal with it, and it's going to be very confusing. I'm not going to lie here. It's like something comes out, you know about it, you don't want to do it, you're denying it to yourself even. It's addressed, it's brought to the forefront with this Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. And then someone is trying to like wheedle their way back in, or like say that, you know, you didn't see what you saw, or you didn't read what you read, or you didn't see that photo or video or whatever, okay? Or hear that information from that person, all right? And so, yeah, Chariot, someone is trying to like take you off your path here with something that you're going to find out, okay? And they're trying to like, you know, break down their wall, but in a manipulative way. You're my soulmate, you know. And even if this person knows there's no getting out of it, they could be like, I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry, but you've seen it. You've seen the truth. You've seen the truth. You're going to see the truth. It's time for you to be selfish now, collective, with the Empress being here. So we're going to look at that. What does the collective need to do? How are they going to action? Like, and when they do action, what is in store for their future? We'll look at the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, and the High Priestess at the end of the reading. Okay. I want all the cards in the upright, please, Spirit. Because I feel that this is a beautiful transition for you to this Wheel of Fortune. Like the basically potential outcome. Okay. And I say potential because everybody has their choice and decision. Please read my disclaimer in the description. If you want a private reading as well for your storyline, your personal storyline, you can contact me as well through my email in the description. Oh, wow. So what does the collective need to do? Yeah. I do feel there is a person out there for you that is sort of either waiting for you. I'm sorry, there's some nudity on this card. I'm going to have to cover it in a second. Let me just put this on there. There we go. I should have my crystals out. There is someone new for you, collective. Once you have freed yourself from this devil energy, this is in the reverse now. So this is saying, what does the collective need to do? I mean, it's completely entirely up to you. You can go along with denial or, you know, being very aware, but just carrying on with the relationship. But Spirit's saying there's someone out there for you. And that's why not only you're avoiding a tower, you are allowing new love to come in. Okay. With this new cycle, the wheel, right? Once you release yourself from this devil energy, this Knight of Cups, who is, yeah, and this Page of Wands, who is very, this is a very immature, manipulative person who just is very lustful. I do feel that they possibly have an addiction to lust and intimacy, okay? I could say other words, but I'm not going to on YouTube. Their wand is very important to them. You know what I mean, guys? Their wand is very important to them here. They're very proud of it in a lustful type of way. I don't feel that they're going to stop. Like if you just forgive them or just deny this, I don't think they're going to stop. So Spirit is saying here and advising to release them from your energy. There's someone new coming in here. Yeah, look at this. Four of Swords. And the Three of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there's a need to let go here. All right. It's very strong Virgo energy. This could really be for a Virgo. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun, which is upcoming for you if you release this person from your life. Release this Five of Swords. You know, stay away from conflict when this happens at all costs. Don't let someone emotionally manipulate you. Seven of Cups in the reverse, or confuse you when this information comes in. It could be about a Leo, a Sag, or an Aries, as we have the Temperance card in the reverse at the bottom of the deck as well. And we also have the Five of Pentacles. This could have to do with finances as well. Or like if you are like the breadwinner in the relationship, and this person is manipulating you on a, you know, intimate level with somebody else, and saying that, you know, you didn't see what you saw, or etc. You know, there could have to do with money. Like this person could be wanting to hang on to you for some sort of financial stability as well. All right, so this part of the reading is about what the, you know, if you do, look at that Ace of Wands, if you do walk away, if you do release yourself from this devil energy, what is like next for you in your life? Look at that. That's just Spirit clarifying to me that like I'm on the right page for someone out there that's listening, okay? You're going to avoid a tower. You're going to avoid a tower. Okay, let's have a look. If you do release yourself, what is coming in? I do feel there's a new relationship. I do feel this person that you're dealing with will not change. And Spirit is trying to lead you towards loving yourself as well first. We do have the Hermit, like possibly being alone, but ultimately, in the end, you know, being led to a new person here. Two of Pentacles, again, in the reverse. You're not wanting to face this. I know, Collective, you're not wanting to face whatever this is. And I do feel it involves another person, a third party. What is out there for you? A connection. The Hermit in the reverse, yeah, not wanting to, yeah. I mean, this is going to disturb you. It's really going to upset your apple cart. I am not going to lie. It's really going to, yeah, make you feel like you're not on solid ground. It's going to make you feel very super ungrounded and out of your comfort zone to be able to, you know, because you could have been with this person for a long time, like I said. But I do feel Spirit is trying to bring a new opportunity or a new person in, or a focus on a new project or something that you need to be focusing on. You possibly spend a lot of time on this person. Look at that Page of Pentacles. There's something you need to be focusing on. And it could be a passion project, it could be a YouTube channel, it could be like writing, reading, videoing. I'm getting like a lot of videoing and editing. So, you know, after you've made this decision, whatever choice it is, and if it's to leave this person, that is something that you're really going to like throw your whole person, spirit and soul into, okay? There is going to be conflict, okay? It's not going to be avoided. But don't worry, there's that storyline again with that Nine of Swords in the reverse. Don't worry, Spirit is leading you out of this into brighter days, and you're getting the clarity that you need. So make sure with the Four of Swords here is that you're spending time out of your mind, doing some mindful meditation, and let go, okay? Let go. The Devil in the reverse. Yeah, Page of Wands, Page of Wands. This person is not going to change. It's important that you get grounded now. There's some new opportunities, the world again. New opportunities coming towards you, new doorways opening up once this cycle closes. Spirit is going to reward you to bring you towards some sort of commitment, either committing to your work, yourself, or a new person here, and a new opportunity, possibly financial, but there's new doorways opening. You will get rewarded from breaking this contract, okay? You will get rewarded for letting go. And you will get your star in that lantern, the Hermit, okay? Have the strength. You have the spiritual strength. Spirit is, you know, with you by your side to make this decision that you need to make. Let's just put these cards back in the deck and clarify what's coming towards you that you don't see coming. For some of you, you could be very going through a massive spiritual transformation. I just got the chills, like super, super strong. Where you're able to really throw yourself completely into your tarot, your esoteric studies, because you have some sort of spiritual gift here that Spirit is not allowing in completely or fully until you've closed this cycle. Let's have a look why these 3 cards are here to close off. The Death card. Oh, no way. So we have the Death card twice here. The High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune. What else do we have? What else do we have? The Star. Wow. So this is a big deal. And this is why I knew I needed to go on today. Like, there's something massive happening here for you. It will cause conflict. It will cause you to second guess yourself and doubt. But Spirit is walking right by your side to make this decision. You have lots of exciting things, 9 of Wands coming in towards you. You have your Star coming in, something that you're going to be able to work on. You have the Ace of Wands again. So, Spirit is going to bring you a new person, new beginnings, the High Priestess again. That's just clarifying it. And the World as well at the bottom of the deck. There is some amazing, beautiful turn of events once you close this cycle out. Spirit will reward you. Spirit will help you with your balance, your mental stability, help you get clarity, and even possibly bring new love in at some point in the near future. That was your reading today. I had to do this reading. There's something in here for someone, okay? And of course, the choice is yours. But please read my disclaimer below. And if you'd like to email me for a private reading, you can do so. I am available. Bye-bye.